Good evening and welcome to your favorite program, Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria, a program that gives you up-to-date agricultural news highlighting the many potentials of Nigeria's agricultural sector and the efforts of government and stakeholders to develop the sector. I am your regular host, Gabriel Ojile. The fact has always been repeated that agriculture holds the key to job creation. This is in addition to the very important role it plays in guaranteeing food security. These facts are very obvious and measurable when we see the operations of a private investment in the sector. In this episode of the program, we visited one such private investment. It is an Agro Allied Company located in Jigawa State as we measure the impact of agriculture in economic empowerment and job creation. Keep watching.
That will provide the necessary policy direction that will truly position agriculture as the mainstay of our economy.
The federal government is removing obstacles and offering opportunities for self-employment, wealth creation, and food security in the Nigeria's agricultural sector.
Think farming, think agriculture.
Watch Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria, showing on NTA Fridays at 8:30 p.m.
First in our lineup is the news of the activities of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. In the news, Agric Ministry distributes farm inputs to farmers in Katsina State. Also, FG moves against the production of adulterated fertilizer, sanctions companies. Details will come your way shortly. In a bid to increase food production, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development distributed agricultural equipment, seeds, and other inputs to smallholder farmers in Katsina State. The inputs distributed include water pumps, corn harvesters, hammer mills, herbicides, fertilizer, agricultural seeds, among others. Speaking at the occasion, the Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Muhammad Mahmood Abubakar, who was represented by the Deputy Director, Federal Department of Agriculture, Bernard Ukata, stated that the ministry remains committed to supporting smallholder farmers in Nigeria to increase production, ensure food security, and improve livelihood.
It is therefore my pleasure to be here with you today to roll out distribution of agricultural inputs, which includes seeds and different agricultural equipment to smallholders. This distribution is part of the efforts of the ministry to alleviate the negative impact of insecurity and COVID-19 pandemic on smallholder farmers in Nigeria to avert the looming food crisis, which is being aggravated by the Russian-Ukraine war.
Also speaking at the occasion, the Chairman House of Representatives Committee on Agriculture, Production and Services, Honorable Dandutse Mutari Mohammed, stated that the House of Representatives will continue to work with the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development to ensure that farmers are supported with the needed inputs that would enhance production.
Our presence here today was a take-off of the distribution of agricultural input to the huge population of our farmers is sufficient proof of our collective commitment to support farming engagement among our people and ensure better yield in our farms.
The federal government clamped down on adulterated fertilizer producers in Kano State. A team from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, led by the Director of Farm Input Support Services Department, Koido Sani, along with members of the police and Directorate of State Security Service, sealed some illegal fertilizer companies in the state. Addressing journalists during the operation, Koido Sani stated that the National Fertilizer Quality Control Act 2019 and Regulations 2020 state that any individual doing the business must register with the Farm Input Support Department of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and must also possess the requisite facilities to operate in the sector. The director, however, stated that most of the affected fertilizer companies do not follow due process, hence the reason behind clampdown on these companies. Sani therefore warned those engaged in the illegal business to stop or face the full wrath of the law. Investing in agriculture has a lot of impact on the nation's economy, and there is a lot that the private sector can add to this. Malam Alu Agro Allied Company in Birnin Kudu area of Jigawa State is an investment that has paid off for the individuals, the immediate community, and the nation at large. How did this company start? What is its focus? What lessons are there to learn for other farmers? Let's find out in our next segment as we take a look at Malam Alu Agro Allied Company. Keep watching.
This is Malam Alu Agro Allied Company, located in Birnin Kudu area of Jigawa State. This farm sits on the landmass of 70 hectares. Malam Alu Agro Allied Company was established on the 15th of October 2015. It has the tallest national flag with flagpole of 50.3 meters height, and the flag itself is 20 by 10 meters, which has been gazetted by the federal government of Nigeria as a national monument. The flag is a symbol of the patriotism of the owner of the farm. Malam Alu Agro Allied Company is into farming of crops such as rice, maize, beans, sorghum, tomatoes, pepper, among others. The farm is also into livestock production involving cows, goats, camels, as well as aquaculture and poultry. Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu is the chairman and chief executive officer of the farm. His dream became a reality when he answered the call of President Muhammadu Buhari on citizens and foreign investors to invest in Nigeria's agricultural sector.
Well, the history started as being a Fulani man, first of all, so into animal husbandry, rearing cows and so on from childhood. So that's how it started. Started from having a dairy product, a dairy farm. Then the vision of agriculture as the mainstay of our economy should be the mainstay. And thinking that, look, if we don't go back to agriculture, there will be a problem in the country. So we decided to give in our modest contribution to the community, to the society, to invest in the modern way of doing agriculture.
To enhance production of crops and animals in the farm has different departments such as the administration department, livestock department, workshop department, greenhouse department, construction department, poultry department, as well as a fertilizer blending plant as a subsidiary of the farm. Animals at the farm are ranched with great results.
In the first place, the ranching is the best for the community, is best for the owner, is best for everybody. Because I can understand probably why some people don't like the ranching. It's the ability to feed your flock. So probably that's why our local people tend to go around with their cows all over the place. But with the vast forest we have all over the country, at least in the northern part of the country where you have most of the cows, in terms of making the animals look healthy, it's better you ranch them. And even if you can't afford grass, the natural grass is there. And the government is also trying as much as possible now to produce, grass all over the place for the Fulani herdsmen, so they don't go about causing problem. So ranching is the best, honestly, and I think our people need to embrace ranching. One, in the interest of peace in the country. Two, also in the interest of even the animals.
The advantages of ranching is that the animals produce better, healthier, given high quantity and quality of milk and beef.
When your animals are combined in an area, definitely you know what they're eating and their health status, and they can ingest worms when they're roaming about, and so on. Here we have a paddocking, you can see all over this place. We grow our grasses ourselves. We feed our animals with what we have here. And the main aim is, if you wanted to have a success rate of whatever you are doing, you have to put your eyes on where they are going, what you are giving them, and what you're doing. Definitely when you do that, you get what you want.
Another important and innovative section of the farm is the greenhouse department, where vegetable crops are cultivated without soil.
Yes, a greenhouse is nothing but from the word house, okay? It's just a place where you can grow crops in a controlled environment, okay? You may have many greenhouses, but what really makes a greenhouse is that controlled environment.
The farm is also doing excellently well in the area of crop production. It has an array of farm equipment for land preparation, planting, harvest, and processing of feed for the animals.
We have a planter. When we want to plant our palms, we normally carry it with our planter to go and plant the seed. And then we have a harrow. We want to harrow our land. We put it on the tractor. We go and harrow the place. I hope you get the point. And then we have a rotavator. That rotavator is for softening the soil in the farm. If you want to soften the soil, you will soften the soil in the farm. You put the rotavator in order to solve it, to soften the soil. And then we have a baler.
The operation of these machines has great advantages over manual labor.
Wannan planta da kuke ganin ta mun daura ta ne don shukar masara.
This planter is used for planting maize and groundnut or beans. The difference between this planting machine and manual planting is that in a short while, you can plant about 10 hectares or more, as opposed to manual planting, where you can only plant about half to 1 hectare in a whole day.
Bambancin na hannu wanda bai fi a rana kai shakta ɗaya ba ko rabin shakta.
Malam Alu Agro Allied Company has a fertilizer blending plant which produces the fertilizer that is used on the farm as well as for sale across the country.
Here in Alu Fertilizer, our machine has the capacity of producing 40 metric tons per hour. And we normally operate minimum of 8 hours in a day. And we normally work from Monday to Saturday. At times, based on the demand, we normally work on shifting base. We can have a morning shift and we can have a night shift.
The use of modern equipment as well as consistent fertilizer application led to the cultivation of over 20 hectares of land in 2022.
We are cultivating 20 hectares of land, out of which 10 hectares is for rice and the 10 hectares is for the other crops. From the rice, which is 10 hectares, from 1 hectare, we are getting about 5 to 7 tons per year for the rice per hectare.
For the Group General Manager of Malam Alu Agro Allied Company, Mansur Da'u Aliyu, production from the farm impacts positively in Nigeria's quest for food security.
We started from a very small way of doing things. Now we have grown to acquire what I can tell you is about the most sophisticated greenhouse in the whole of this country. Our main production from the greenhouse has been tomato, and the volume of production is now in the range of 10 to 13 metric tons of tomato a week. So you can see how this I bet you I don't think anybody can surpass this level of production anywhere around us here.
Since inception, Malam Alu Agro Allied Company has undertaken series of projects which are targeted at food security and job creation for the country.
We have, over the years, achieved some milestones. We try as much as possible to make sure that we deliver the latest state-of-the-art infrastructure. You have gone around, you have seen our greenhouses, you have seen our livestock, you've seen our fertilizer blending plants, and you've seen our poultry. Most of all these structures, we ensure that we go out there, travel the world round, look at what is trending, look at the most economical and most efficient way to deliver agriculture to the society, and then we adopt most of those things and bring it back home, and then we ensure that we develop them and deliver successfully.
The program is transforming agriculture in Nigeria, and our focus is on how much private farm investment can advance the cost of agriculture. Our case study is Malam Alu Agro Allied Company. In our next segment, we will measure the impact it has on the host community and Nigeria at large in the area of job creation, food security, while exploring its plan to invest in processing and value addition. Stay tuned.
Malam Alu Agro Allied Company is located in Birnin Kudu area of Jigawa State. Over the years, the farm has made a lot of impact. The Group General Manager of the farm, Mansur Dawu Aliyu, gives a highlight of some of the achievements of the farm.
We have contributed, and we are still contributing in our own little way to employment generation in our locality and even outside. On our payroll we have that is people who pay monthly. We have close to 500 people. That is in all the sections: the farm itself, the livestock, the greenhouse, the poultry, the fishery, and the fertilizer plant. We have close to 500 people on the payroll, and we have people that do work on piece rate. That's on day rate, where you come and like laborers that do the loading for the fertilizer. We pay them daily. If you come to work today, you work, you get paid. If you don't come, you don't get paid for that. So we are in our own little way, we are contributing to employment generation.
In the past, people used to be going somewhere else looking for a job. Like some people go to Lagos, Rivers, southern states. Now the neighboring people are being employed here. Some are doing permanent jobs, while some are doing casual job here.
The achievement so far, it's in self-rewarding, self-fulfillment, that one has taken back to the community that produced. Like as a person, I decided if I probably wanted to make quick money, I would site the farm in Kano or in Abuja here, where it's closer to the market and so on. But the fulfillment I have, it's taking the development back to my community, the community that produced me to propel me to become what I am today. So to me, the major achievement of the farm is to see my people being gainfully employed, to see my people learning the best practices of agriculture, to also be the guinea pig, in our community, in our society, that let others come and see what could be done in villages so that our villages can be transformed.
The district head of Birnin Kudu, Dr. Garba Hassan Jibril, attests to the impact the Malam Alu Agro Allied Company has made on the host community in the area of employment generation.
The farm has created job opportunities to about 500 people on the farm. Considering the nature of the country now, many youths are jobless. You will go to school, finish your certificate, obtain your certificate, diploma, degree, SSC, or whatever. At the end, you will end up jobless. So Alu Farm, we thank God and we thank Alu Farm for initiating this farm in our community.
For food security, the immediate community and the nation at large has benefited from this investment in the agricultural sector and the location of the farm in the local government.
The farm, of course, is providing many things. It is providing food. It is providing meat. It is providing milk, because they are rearing animals inside. There are cows, sheep, rams, chickens, and what have you.
The company has also gone into rice processing through a partnership with a rice milling company.
We have started in two areas. One in the area of rice processing. This year we have started. All the rice we produce here, partner company in Kano, that's Setrat. Product there, rice, we call it Alu rice, and it's been sold to the markets and it's been fraternized by people. Secondly, now as you have gone around, you have seen the abattoir we constructed, whereby our aim is to be slaughtering our livestock here to be refrigerated and taking it. Instead of taking the animals to the market far away, we will be taking the meat. So this one will help a lot.
For Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, Chairman and CEO, Malam Alu Agro Allied Company, this investment is just a tip of the iceberg, as he is set to bring in more investment in the area of processing and value addition.
Oh yes, in fact, by the end of this year, we will start fertilizer, tomato puree. You know, that's value addition in that, and we also are going to start doing organic fertilizer from the waste of the cow and also the chicken. Yeah, so of course a lot of value addition into that, and also the dairy, you know, which we are going to start production of cheese. We're also going to start production of camel milk, goat milk. So you know, so we intend to go into that as soon as possible.
There is so much in the agricultural sector, and Honorable Farouk Adamu Aliyu, with his investments, has shown that indeed farming can work and does work in Nigeria. This is the much we can take on this episode. Join us again, same time, same station next week for another interesting insight into what agriculture can do in terms of job creation, food security, and economic advancement. I am Gabriel Ojile. Have a pleasant weekend and bye for now.